Hi, I'm Tori Fugate. Welcome everybody to the Weekly Report. I'm here at KC Pet Project at the Kansas City campus for animal care, and we have been really busy during the COVID-19 outbreak. Despite having, our services pretty much all changed during the outbreak, we have been able to maintain all of our city services for animal care. We've been able to adopt out pets. We had 900 families sign up to foster animals for us during the pandemic, which was absolutely incredible. We're so thankful to the city for still supporting us and our community, for supporting us throughout this whole pandemic. We have a lot going on here at the shelter. We are officially open for adoptions right now, so if you're interested in coming and adopting a pet, we are open for services here. If you find a stray pet in Kansas City, of course, you're more than welcome to bring it here. We can check and see if it has a microchip and provide any resources to help that pet get back home. We've added a lot of great information to our website at kcpetproject.org. That includes some resources for if you find a stray pet in Kansas City, or if you have to give up your animal for any reason, there's some new resources that are listed there. As well as if you find a kitten, it's kitten season in Kansas City, so if you find a kitten, there's some great resources on there as well. If you're wanting to adopt a pet, all you have to do is come down to the Kansas City campus for animal care to see the available animals that we have here. You will be greeted by somebody who will, explain the process of what it's like to adopt a pet right now. There may be a little bit of waiting time, but we're wanting to get you matched up with one of our staff members so that they can take you through the building to show you all the available pets. If you're interested in an animal that is in a foster home, you can email us at foster@kcpetproject.org and we'll get you connected with that foster family. If you don't know exactly what you're looking for, but you would like to get, email alerts of animals that are coming in, we do have a pet alert system that's listed on our website. Just go to kcpetproject.org/pet alert. And that will prompt you to fill out a form for a pet that you may be interested in adopting. So if you're interested in adopting a kitten or a puppy, you can include that, the age, breed, everything like that, and be alerted whenever the pet that matches the description of what you're looking for comes into our shelter. Our processes do change often, so if you go to kcpetproject.org, that's where all the new information will be listed. We even have a whole page dedicated to coronavirus updates on our website. In-person events have started to resume with the city. Municipal court has started to schedule some trials and probation appointments. Only people identified ahead of time to attend will be allowed inside the courthouse, and they must check in with a security and wear a mask. Temperature screenings may be conducted. Due to COVID-19 concerns, municipal court remains closed past security for all other members of the public until further notice. Did you know you may be able to appear for your court hearing online? Go to kcmo.gov/court to apply and click on the virtual court appearance link. If you have questions about starting a new business in Kansas City, KC Biz Care is now taking appointments. To book an appointment, call 816-513-1120 and press option 3. Or go to their website at kcmo.gov/bizcare. If you have other questions for the BizCare office, email them to kcbizcare@kcmo.org. Do you have a great idea for the city or want to comment on something that your neighbor brought up? There are currently multiple topics to comment on, including a topic of economic recovery and public health resiliency from the mayor's office. Comments are open through June 30th, so be sure to go online and speak easy, KC. The week following Independence Day is one of the city's no-tag trash amnesty weeks. Residents can put out up to 12 bags curbside without any additional tags, as long as each bag weighs less than 40 pounds on their regular trash day. Regular trash rules apply. No hazardous waste, bulky items, or leaf and brush will be collected. Thank you for watching the Weekly Report. I'm Tori Fugate. Now stay tuned for some more great videos.
Hi, this is Heidi with Kansas City Parks and Recreation, and today I am downtown Kansas City for a new monthly concert series called Garment District Grooves.
Ooh, it is a numbered line. Each mark we pass, we dive further into time.
So excited to be kicking off the first concert in the Garment District Place Park concert series. This has been a collaboration between KC Parks and Rec, Downtown Neighborhood Association, Downtown Community Improvement District, and Crossroads Preparatory Academy. We're excited to have some great musicians play for us today. Be outside, enjoy the great weather. We have a food truck for lunch. And so just excited to be able to kick off this series and enjoy a great KC Park in the heart of downtown.
Well, I'll rewind the day. Somehow I'll find a way to take you away. Yes, child, I'll rewind the day.
Hi Kansas City, this is Shannon with the Solid Waste Services Division, and I'm here to give you an everyday Earth Day tip. Please Kansas City, recycle right. Improperly recycled items do more harm than good. They can contaminate other recycling streams, or even worse, damage equipment at recycling facilities. The average nationwide contamination rate of recycling is 25%. That means 1 in 4 items placed in recycling bins are contaminated or not actually recyclable. Here are some tips to help us increase the amount of waste KCMO keeps out of our landfill. 1. Make sure your items are empty, clean, and dry. Recyclables that once contained food or chemicals are a huge problem. That extra yogurt or ketchup left in the bottom of a container will leak out during the transportation or sorting process, contaminating cardboard, paper, and other plastic items. Suddenly, all your items, and maybe your neighbors also, are going straight to the landfill. Never place greasy cardboard in your bin. Even water can make paper and cardboard unfit for the recycling process. Rinse your items, allow them to dry or shake out excess water, and check the weather before placing your recycling bin out. If it's going to rain or be windy, wait to put out your recycling for the next week. 2. Do not bag your recycling. Recycling facilities rely on technologies such as magnets and puffs of air to separate recyclables. If your recyclables are in bags, they can't go through those processes. Plastic bags are even a bigger issue than paper bags. They wrap around equipment and damage it. And since they are lightweight, they end up in bales of paper, contaminating them and lowering their value on the recycling market. Take your plastic grocery bags to a local retailer with plastic bag-specific recycling. 3. Don't crush your cans. Aluminum cans are separated from other materials at the recycling facility with a special electric current. When the cans are crushed, it is harder for the equipment to identify them, and they end up in the wrong waste stream. 4. If it's smaller than a credit card, don't put it in your bin. Most tiny items in recycling bins end up being sorted out and go to the landfill. Those that don't end up jamming up the equipment. If you want to recycle your plastic bottle caps, keep them on the containers. And please, no shredded paper in your recycling bin. When you are trying to determine what to recycle, please remember, when in doubt, throw it out. You can find more information on the items you can and can't recycle curbside at kcmo.gov/recycle. If you would like to learn more about how to make every day Earth Day, go to our website, kcmo.gov/Earth Day.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy and I'm with the Kansas City Zoo Director, Randy Wistuff. How are you today, Randy?
Great, Amy, how are you?
I'm very good.
Good.
And where are we today?
Hey, we're here at Elephant Expedition. Our whole total remodel of our elephant exhibit was built in the early 90s, and it was just time for a little rehabilitation, so we've done it.
Very exciting project. Now, what can visitors expect at the Elephant Expedition?
A totally different experience. You're actually going to be able to find the elephants real easy. That should be fun. We've created a whole new pathway, a new entrance that we take people in right to a brand new viewing deck. You can look over into the exhibit, down to their barn, see the elephants all the time. Or if they're out on exhibit, you're going to come on a pathway that is ADA compliant. We've got some pull-out stations, resting areas. We've got refillable water bottle stations along the way. You finally get down to the main elephant area, and we've created a whole new environment for the animals and for our visitors. We've got a big plaza. We're going to have brand new restrooms. They're gender neutral, which is great. They'll all be ADA compliant. All of them will have changing stations. Then we've also added a mother's room, and we've added an adult changing table, first one at the zoo. We've got loudspeakers everywhere, so our keepers will be mic'd up. I mean, it's just incredible what we've done out here. We've got it all.
Fantastic additions. Now, how many elephants reside here at the Kansas City Zoo?
Well, we currently have 7. We got Tamani, a little guy we got a couple years ago, only 10,000 pounds now. And he's not little anymore. And then we've got 6 females that have been here for quite a while, but they're going to be happy to have a brand new home.
And what can they expect from the new exhibit?
Well, I think they're going to love it too. We've added a lot of sand for them, a lot more shade. We've created a really kid-friendly, so we're hoping it's elephant-friendly, zero-entry pool. They can make their way down in. It's actually got little stair steps that they can make their way down. If they just want to get their toes wet, they can do that. They can submerge themselves. The pool's 10 foot deep, so they're going to be happy. We've got a nice waterfall. If they want to get under there and take a shower, they can do that. So this is elephant friendly and visitor friendly.
The Kansas City, Missouri Police Department Helicopter Unit is commemorating 50 years of providing aerial support for KCPD and surrounding agencies. Former Kansas City Police Chief Clarence Kelly authorized the Aerial Patrol Squad, making the KCPD the only law enforcement agency in the Kansas City metropolitan area with helicopters. Retired KCPD Sergeant Hugh Mulder explains how it got started.
Missouri was the host for the International Association Chiefs of Police Conference, and Hughes Helicopter was using the conference as an advertising vehicle to advertise police helicopters. And we flew, Kansas City officers flew in the helicopters during the conference. One of the more amusing aspects was that the people from Hughes Helicopters had hung on hotel doors, "Sleep well tonight, the city is patrolled by helicopter." And it was true, there were police officers in the helicopter. But that was the beginning of the program in Kansas City.
In November 1967, KCPD sent Mulder and 5 other officers to Long Beach, California for flight training and purchased 3 Hughes 300B helicopters. After training, the officers flew the helicopters back to Kansas City. A recent open house featured flight demonstrations, old photos, and the opportunity for visitors to see what it's like to sit in the pilot seat. Captain Sean Nichols says the technology of flying has changed.
Back when these 6 people were flying, individuals were flying, technology isn't what it is today. The helicopters were not as safe. They weren't even close to safe. The training periods that we go through now, they didn't do back then. They were basically given basic flight instructions, flight training, and sent up in the air. Whereas today, we train a whole lot more often than what they did back then.
Sergeant William Bumpus was the first African-American pilot to fly for KCPD and is also one of the original 6 who founded the unit. His daughters, Yvette and Annette Bumpus, were in attendance and shared their memories.
They asked us to tell what was our most fondest memory of Daddy, and I think it was when he landed the helicopter in our backyard because he told Mama that he had left his wallet, so he came home to get it. And one of the other things I can remember is when he came to St. Martin de Porres when we were younger for Christopher career day, and he landed on the 3rd level of the playground. And my brother Christopher Bumpus, who was also a Kansas City police officer, he was the biggest kid that day, and so were we. So I sure appreciate that, and I'll never forget. Even now, when we see helicopters in the sky, we always wave and we're like, hey, because we never knew we were young, so that was something that Mama always started us with. So we've always waved at the helicopter, and I don't know, I'm getting a little emotional right now, but yes, very nice to be here today.
All of KCPD's current pilots and those through the history of the unit have their FAA commercial rotorcraft pilot ratings. The 3 helicopters in today's fleet were purchased in 2012 for $8.6 million. They were custom built to meet KCPD's needs and were funded by the Public Safety Sales Tax as well as federal grant and asset forfeiture funds. I'm Sergeant Matt Fisher. Have a safe week.